Fucking switch down that game.
Huh? You just changed it.
I got 20. I've got 26 minutes.
But what do you mean you got
Play this
26?
game still.
What do you mean you got 26 minutes?
Wait, I got 26 minutes
Of what?
to play this game still.
No, you don't.
Sure I do.
Oh, you better fucking turn it off the wall. Telling us that we're late and then you playing a game still half an hour later.
It's all on your time and nobody else's time matters. That's what you're saying.
Oh, God, super patient in this timing. It's a flexible 9:30.
Didn't you say 9:15?
No, I said 9:30.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
But if we had clips ready to go, we could have been shaved 15 minutes time.
Yeah, that's probably why we should all show up a little bit earlier than the exact start time.
I can't get here any
It's
faster.
not telling everybody that we're starting at the start time. Then.
Well, you guys get the clips ready, and we can come in and just click go.
Maybe you could have got the clips ready last night, mate. No, I'm fucking joking.
Last night. Jesus.
You know he can't. Come on, oh God. You know better than that.
We are live, by the way, guys. So send your tweets out.
Oh, we're live.
Official one out.
We are officially live.
Work. Is your mic settings and everything? Oh,
Check it. Yeah, check it.
Check
it, mate. It's the easiest way to do it.
You think after about the 6th time you'd be alright now?
I haven't changed any settings. I've literally just opened it up from last week, so hopefully we are good.
Yeah, your settings are perfect.
Perfect.
I can hear me perfect, and I can hear you perfect. No echo.
Let me just quickly click play on this, and can you hear it loud and clear? Ready?
Okay.
Ready to hear?
Yeah, it's like a delay mind.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Is it loud or is it quiet, like in the background?
It's loud.
Cool.
But it's not like overly loud, but it's gonna drown us out.
Nice.
Enough.
All right.
Or drink some water before you start, man.
Yeah, I know. I've got a bit of a sore throat, mate.
Oh,
Oh, that second dick.
Hospital a bit.
You're gonna go to hospital. Yeah, I need to go to hospital, mate. You know, my stomach's.
I woke up with a headache this morning.
Stomach's-
Hospital.
jeez. I wonder why, gods.
Yes.
What is wrong with this? That is fine. That's all good.
Right, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go for the pre-intro.
The pre-intro.
Ready for business?
Red day.
I lose it when you tell me we're no more. I hate it when you pull me down just to say you're sorry, so I lose it.
Did you get any tweets from Just Dance? They like the.
They're like
Did you end up getting those free products?
Yeah, no, I was going to tell you actually. No, they just fucked me over. I was going to say it's the official page, so I don't know what's going on.
I didn't know about that.
So I can't really hear you very well because the music is blasting in my ear.
What genre is this topic? People are liking the track a little bit.
I've done it too.
Hey, ravioli, ravioli, ravioli. Hold on, what's the name of the track?
To be honest, I can't remember off the top of my head. I need to go and find out. I'll try and find out during stream.
Someone said, name of this fucking track now. I must have it.
Tell you what, while that's playing, let me quickly find the name of the track for y'all.
DC Universe online
Although I don't have time very much today.
bringing you news
I've got so much fucking tracks.
and weekly entertainment.
I'm guessing you still haven't,
Damn, super.
yeah, still haven't restocked that chair.
Sorry, what?
I'm guessing you haven't put oil in your chair yet.
That shit was loud too. I could hear from here.
Hello everybody and welcome to the People's Podcast, episode
Heard everything in
46.
the
Here we are
background?
on time and we have
On
got...
time.
Yes, we are
Fucking
on
guy.
We're flexibly on time. And we have got our usual hosts with us today. We have the Daddy's House, Super Patriot.
What's up, all?
What's up, Al? He's not in a very good mood today. He's just not talking much today to us. But we've also got Gods is here.
Hey.
And we've got Godman.
Hey, hey, hey. What's up, everybody? No, let me stop. What's up?
And Godman woke up with hiccups this morning, so he's in the hospital.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? Actually.
Pretty much, like, you know, I just have this crazy stomach pain. Can't seem to, yeah, you know, it's crazy. I just, it's funny to, like, I don't really want to explain it, but I just have this crazy stomach pain that's just been happening for a while now. So I decided to go into the emergency room and just get it checked out, see what's going on.
Emergency room.
The emergency room, yeah, they call it the emergency room.
Mr. Fresh Balkan is putting his daughter to bed. Hopefully he's going to join us, catch up with us in a bit. He'll join the podcast in a bit. So how's everybody's day been on DC Universe Online? Starting with Super Patriot. What have you been up to? Any more gold items for you? And don't ignore me again. I can smell the tumbleweed.
Ooh.
Well, God's a cipher. Moving on
Ask
swiftly.
me how my day's been, mate.
How's your day been? Go on. How's your day been?
Yeah, my day's been alright, mate. I haven't been on DC today. I was on yesterday though for first time in a while, and it's been a bit of PvP. Trying out
PvP.
mental properly in PvP arenas, and I'm sure Godman can back me up. That is freaking sweet. Loving it with the finisher, which is clearly gonna get a nerf.
Mental's been a strong power. I'll tell you who's mental at the moment. I did a scrim against Eminence, maybe. It might have been Eminence, or I think it was last week, maybe the week before. And, you know Morpheus?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's obviously a great DPS. I think he was mental, and he literally just tore us apart.
Really? Nah. It's that finisher, man. The finisher with mental is just ridiculous. Like,
What's the mental finisher?
terrorize, but it just hits stupidly high.
Yeah, it's terrorized.
Really high. Like, there's obviously all the other finishers are pretty good, but just the mental, it just seems to save you so many times if you're close to dying.
I haven't tried. I've only tried the Sandblast finisher, and I always get like it doesn't stun them on the first one, so they just keep lunging me, and it's really frustrating to actually pull off unless they're like no power.
Yeah,
Is
that's the thing with terrorize as well. It's just
is
the
that with all of
stuns
them?
with it.
Oh well, the stun's better.
Yeah, the stun with stuns with mental is just crazy at the moment, but it'll obviously get sorted. What are you hitting with the earth finisher?
It's hard. Maybe 7k highest crit.
Oh, I hit like 15k with mental yesterday with the finisher.
No way.
It's crazy, man.
Mental's OP.
Mental's
Oh,
OP.
yeah.
There you go, guys. Heard it here first. Super Patreon, I can hear you typing. I asked you a question earlier, and you completely blanked me and humiliated me in front of 39 people.
I was talking to somebody who, values
Very
time.
unprofessional of you, Patriot. Very
Don't even get
unprofessional.
me started on unprofessional. All right, you're in a hospital. You're in a freaking hospital right now. All right, we're 35, 40 minutes late starting the podcast. I mean,
God.
The people love it.
I can go AFK whenever the fuck I want, as far as I'm concerned.
We can.
But what
Anyone
was your
can.
question?
We always could, because it's a casual podcast. It's a laid
Yeah,
back
what's the
podcast.
what's the question? What's the question, man?
So the question was, how was your week? But now I don't really give a fuck. I'm joking, man. How was your week?
It's all right.
What'd you get up to? I was saying, have you got any more gold items?
Yeah, I did get a second utility belt.
You joking?
Utility belt. No.
Did you actually? What a joke.
Yeah, I did. I did.
I seen your video that you uploaded.
I guess. Yeah, I know.
What? How much hate did you get from Britain?
She was kind of mad.
Is she? What, like legit mad, or just like?
No, I mean, I tried telling her. I was like, I told her, I was like, I know for a fact if the shoes were on the other foot, you'd done the same damn thing to me. And she's like, no, I wouldn't have. No, I wouldn't have. I'm like, yeah, you would have. Come on.
Cool.
Yeah. It was all. She's not mad. She wasn't even, she was mad I got the first one, to be honest with you.
Yeah. The second one, I bet she was like, when she got that complex material come through. I was actually watching. I was thinking, at least she did get a complex. Like, if it would have been a simple, that would have just been like, fuck you.
She told me I'm going to be getting that back in 30 days. So
let it return. That's funny. What was the second bit that you sent with it? Because I could make out that it was the complex. What was the second part?
Oh, that was a vial of tears.
A vial of what?
Vial of tears.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
You're a horrible man.
What's funny is when I opened up the email, I had gotten a response from this guy. I'd run into this fire tank the other day when I was out doing the seasonal, and he came over. I beat him the first time. It was a long fight because he's a fire tank. But I beat him. Then he came back and he tried flame cascading me in his PvE gear, and that didn't work out for him. So then he came back in tank stance, and I just demolished him.
Yeah.
Again. So I went off to my lair, and I sent him an email with I don't know if you guys when you run Blackest Day, you get those shattered teeth.
Oh yeah.
Snaps and all that. So I mailed him one of those. I told him he left him on the street after I'd knocked him on his ass, and he wasn't happy about that.
See, I like if somebody gives me shit.
He didn't get the joke at all.
If somebody gives me shit after a PvP match, I just go to the emblem vendor and just send them the D emblem in the mail. So that when they're just like, oh, the D.
I did that
That's
too.
what I did before, actually. I did that before.
That's so
Well,
unoriginal, gods.
Before my other league got disbanded when I got hacked, we were sending people 2Ds because we were Descendo Decimus.
Yeah,
So we were giving people the double D.
the double D.
Yeah. So,
Disco Biscuits, I remember that. You've had quite a lot of different names, spin-offs of Descendo Decimus, haven't you?
Disco Biscuits was probably the most popular one. In fact, somebody actually started up a league called Disco Biscuits when that was all going on. There were Nimbus and everything.
I miss Nimbus. I don't care what you guys say. I
I miss Nimbus too.
Yeah, he was enjoyable.
The people still talk about him on the game. He hasn't played this game
Nimbus
for 2
Yosh.
years.
People.
Oh,
Yosh.
he has left an impact.
It's going on
Oh,
2 years
man.
since he stopped playing this game, and they still talk about him.
It's,
They,
yeah,
are,
it's
they either talk about him for being like a hilarious guy or shit at PvP. One of the two. So I was like, you're as bad as Nimbus, or like Nimbus was fucking funny as hell.
People's champ, and I'm telling you, he left an impression.
Let me tell you something. Right? He could be the people's champ, but the mental god would be me. All right, I'm gonna call out on that.
I reckon.
You know, mental
I
god.
reckon Nimbus would be able to beat you, Godman. To be honest,
Nah,
and I'm
Never.
I'm deadly serious when I say that.
never.
What do you
He would
mean never?
defeat me. He would never defeat me.
Okay.
Nimbus Yosh, all he would do.
Yo,
I'm sorry, no, I was only just going to say I've just noticed your very manly cup that you've got there.
yes, it's my cups that I've got. Basically when I first moved in, my nan like brought me over a bunch of purple flowered mugs and like plates and shit.
I was going to say, if for everyone that's watching, like in the chat, please bear in mind that Orbit lives on his own. He's well, he's not single, but he's a male, and he's got no excuse to have a flowery purple mug, other than my nan gave it to me when I moved in.
Which she did, mate.
Probably
So,
made him a sweater
you
too.
think I went out and bought that bullshit?
But I'm telling you, it's
That was
probably,
me, I know.
probably one of those guys from that Sausage Fest New Year's party he threw. Like,
Every
Together in a
fucking
bustling class or something.
week, the
There were
same
awfully
bullshit
guys
comes
there,
out.
man.
Every fucking week.
A lot of guys there,
fuck.
man. What's up,
I've
Orbit?
literally just spilt my coffee.
Feel it now.
He made him nervous.
So in the background, guys, you can see Godman, and he is fighting a guy called Shark Guardian. And when we were talking about this particular clip, he said that he was the biggest trash talker on the US server, right? Is this right? I don't know.
No, not Shot Guardian. The other one, ICAP. Shot Guardian's he's a decent fella. That's the other one.
Okay. I can't.
That's cool. No worries.
No worries.
It's alright.
It's all good. It's all good this fight, then.
guys with
Yes.
1v1 with turrets and pets. And,
Oh, you've got flipping Nate in your group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate,
What?
do you know that's where Nate's been hiding?
He's on and off the game all the time. I can't keep up with Nate what he's doing.
Where he is.
But they just in our group. I thought
How
you guys already.
come? How come are you actually in a 5v5 game, or have you queued in for a 1v1 here?
Yeah, I queued up for a 1v1 there, and the reason why is because I feel like 1v1 on the 5v5 map, the moon, I feel like there's a lot of space. It lasts longer.
Well,
And like
there is
people
fucking
can
lot of space.
actually,
You're on the fucking moon.
yeah, basically. So they were like Star Labs. People was like, "Oh, queue up for Star Labs." I'm like, let's just try the moon where it's more space.
how come you guys don't use ISIS?
I mean, I use ISIS, but again, it's like everybody wants to watch, so it's just their space, and everybody can shut the little top.
They're your,
Plus, you
they're
know,
your cheerleaders up the top there.
Basically,
How many points is it for a kill on the moon? And then less, so the fight. Yeah, so the fight's
20.
longer than ISIS, isn't it?
yeah.
Do you guys remember when the moon you had to take the rock to the other fucking side?
Oh, mate, that was classic. But I was part of the gang that got like all of the feats when it was like that.
Yes.
And then when obviously they dropped it down, it was just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? When they changed
Yeah.
it and then they dropped the feats down, I was just like, oh, I grinded that. I grinded
Yeah.
that so hard.
it would annoy me the most when people grab the rock, go on the flipping little booster, just fly up and then launch it across the flipping map. Remember that?
Yeah.
That little trick.
Oh mate, and it was mental as well. If someone had telekinesis, like you drop it and then someone would be like whoop, and then just it fling everywhere.
I quite enjoy. I didn't enjoy that particular. I don't enjoy that type of map where you've got to pick something up and take it somewhere, like what am I thinking of?
Safe house.
Yeah, so like Safe House and like the Moon was. But I do like the idea of there being more objectives to be able to do in PvP, because it does seem to be getting more. Each map is just deathmatch or nodes. That's the options you got.
It's all people ask though, because like think when we actually did have the sort of the throwing the rock sort of thing, everyone would be like, oh no, don't queue the Moon. Everyone just wanted a deathmatch. But then when it is just a deathmatch, people are a bit like, oh, this is a bit boring now.
I find that some of like the most tense battles are like group versus group, but with node matches. You know.
Yeah.
Like Arkham Asylum or Star Labs, but playing for nodes as well.
Star Labs genuinely is like my favourite PvP map on the whole.
So it's same here. Yeah. Same. Is it just me, or is there like a little bug? Sometimes the node doesn't show up to the side. Sometimes, but as you look at it, you can actually see the beam there on the map. I mean,
I think there's
Do you know what I mean?
There's like a little bit of delay, like when the node changes, and you could be stood on it. It says like contested, but there's nothing there. I don't know.
Well, what type of maps would you like to see coming into the game? What type of what type of maps? And don't say Aaron Silence Sales. I mean like not a death match, but like a
game mode
objective. Yeah.
I said it like I don't know if it'll be in, but I always wanted like a sort of like a little relay of like if you were gonna go in for a scrim where you could go into like 3 different types of maps for just like a couple of minutes sort of thing, and then it'd just be like a best out of 3 kind of thing. When it would be like you win 2 maps and then you basically won the 2 out of 3 kind of thing. So like you could have like 3 minutes on the Moon, 3 minutes in Star Labs, and then 3 minutes on the Watchtower. Like
flipping Mario Party, but like with what do you know what I mean? Like with all the maps.
Yeah, a bit like what the Watchtower and the Hall of Doom is. Like you know how you go from one instance to another. I'd like to see more of that. So 2 different instances in one PvP game.
Yeah, that's
what's up. I honestly would like to see that too. And also Owen Sign Cell, and I think that's how you say it correctly. The map itself, it's like arena itself, you know what I mean? Like have a 5v5 in there, straight team deathmatch. Whoever wins, you know? So
I know a lot of people would hate it as well, but I wouldn't mind like some PvP maps where there's actually ads that come in as well, and it's another thing to think about. I know people are like, no, just want to fight against other people, but I reckon it would be good to have like something out there which is like a second thing to think about, like when you're going into Shadowlands.
Like the losing group team, like ads come out or something on their side, something like that. Do you mean?
Or even just like not even side based, or if there's like it randomly spawns like an ad for your side, or randomly spawns an ad for their side. Just another thing to think about other than just going in and slugging it out for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
There's only so many PvP maps that you can do over the years, so whereas you're just slugging it out for 15 minutes again.
We forgot in some of my classes, right, we play dodgeball, and this is going to sound really random, but in the dodgeball game there's obviously loads of different variations of dodgeball you can play, and one of them is you've got one guy on each of the teams that if you get them out you win. So I think like if you've got an arena and randomly selects one person and the whole team needs to try and defend that person, would be quite cool, something like that.
Have you ever watched like WWE when it's like what is it, not Hell in a Cell, it's the other one, it's Elimination Chamber, where like basically there's like 5 people around the wrestling ring, and then it randomly opens a door at one time, and then like 2 people are fighting in the middle, then like a minute into it another door will open, and then someone else will come in to join the fight.
Yeah, I have seen that actually. That's a pretty cool idea.
Can you imagine something like that? Because they kind of do that obviously with the obviously most recent raid, where like people are just waiting to be like freed and shit. That'd be pretty cool if you could go into a PvP map with like 2 teams of like 4 people or something like that, and then one person randomly gets spawned in, and then in a minute's time or something, another person will get spawned in. That'd be something different.
You get one noob spawned in, and you're like, oh, not him.
Yeah, we've lost.
Get Guyver sent in.
Yeah, oh fuck.
Do you remember, who was it? Yeah, we lost a scrimmage with this guy from our league called Guyver. Quite legit. And then someone on our team was like, we had Guyver.
Yeah. I think that's probably me that said that. It sounds like a me thing to say.
So I don't a scrimmage doesn't count because we had Guyver on our team. Jesus.
Oh, I love Guyver. He's just one of those guys which, like, who doesn't care if he's shit at PvP. He just has a laugh with it.
Yeah, that's where you got to be. That's kind of what I am.
That's good.
I'm pretty laid back these days, to be honest.
I used to be so serious about PvP and, like, 1v1s. Like, if I lost a 1v1, I'd be like, fuck's sake, I'm getting up.
Really?
Fuck's sake. Now, like, if I lose, I'm just like, oh, gonna be on YouTube tomorrow then? Oh, well.
Thing is, right.
Really?
Thing is,
Yeah.
right. It's completely different now from the old days, because the old days, like, you genuinely had to be, you know, the better person would win.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. Like, we used to go into games and not lose. It would be rare if we lost. But now
There's a
you
lot
just
more
get,
excuses you can come up with
Yeah,
now than you did
exactly.
back then.
you know, you got everyone that switches to the most overpowered stuff, and it's just like, if you lose, then who cares?
Yeah, back in those days, like, the only genuine power that I could think in, like, sort of fives of which people would be like, oh, right, yeah, but he was that, was, like, nature, just because the amount of ticks and the amount of, like, scoreboard damage that it would do. But other than that, you wouldn't be thinking, oh, yeah, they only won because they were this power or they were using that weapon. Whereas now, if you, like, lose a game, you can, like, legit say to yourself and make an excuse up for yourself, like, got fucking smashed then. But it doesn't matter, he was using the shield, so that's alright then.
I
You know?
was fighting one guy the other day, and he was using one-handed. He was one-handed Earth with like the supercharged where it sticks you in the ball. You know the one?
Yeah,
I can't remember what it's called. And then halfway through, he fucking gets a shield out, and I'm like, "You are an idiot." Just like people like that running around the watchtower these days.
Have you ever fought a fire tank with a rifle? I have yesterday, and I lost, but I laughed.
There is a guy, and he's probably in the stream now. I hope he is, from the EU, and he's called The Law. And on Saturday nights, Decepticon does Saturday night
Right.
fights. You probably all heard about it, and they haven't banned fire tanks in that. And if The Law's in there, he uses the rifle, and he is so fucking OP with the rifle. Plus, he's a fire tank. You come against him, you could be the best DPS, and you're gonna struggle to kill him. And this was even before sort of like this update when like healing.
Because they
got
carry the
was OP.
supercharge. They carry a supercharge in the loadout. They
Look at this up next on Interax. What the fuck's this? Up
What's
next. Yeah, I'm just playing one of Interax's videos, and the thumbnail to one of his videos was look on the stream now. It's a bunch of like people in the
right,
desert
yeah.
or some shit. I was like, what the fuck? Featuring Rotor Blitz. There you are in the stream, Rotor Blitz. Here he is in open world, legendary player. He self-proclaimed legendary player. Got some open world PvP. We don't see many open world PvP videos anymore, do we?
Not from the EU side anyway. It's a lot from the US.
Yeah, yeah, because they've all got Fight Club in open world and stuff, don't they? We don't have it over
Yeah,
this way.
I was
That's right.
stood in Chinatown area with Godman the other day, and we were both just stood there chilling, and then all of a sudden, both of us just got melted within a second. We looked up, and there's some fire guy in PvE gear, just like, what is it, flame cascade or fire cascading us.
Yes,
And, like,
spamming.
we're just chatting like, oh yeah, I might play. Oh yeah, I've got Black Desert on download, and then it's just like, whom, you know that death noise. It's just
Yeah.
whom. Both of us were like, what the fuck? Some dude
And then
flying.
I was like, guys, look what's going on. He was like, what? And then all of a sudden, all the heroes was just gathered around that one spot out of nowhere. And I was like, man. And we were just getting jumped as we were just chilling. I was just like, man, let's just go. Let's just go. They were just spamming PV gear. Oh, Jesus Christ. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm glad you brought that up. Orbit, how do you feel if they disable PvE gear in the PvP phase? How will you feel?
They can't do that. They can't do that. How's anybody going to do any kind of PvE content in PvP phase then?
I mean, that's why there's PvE phase, no?
Yeah, but okay,
I mean,
but what if you want to level your tune up when you get to level 10? What if you want to go back into the PvP phase and you want to do PvE content to level up? Not to mention the fact you've got operations like Wayward Souls, Black Dawn, and all that, that you can do in PvE or PvP phase. It's up to you.
Nah, I mean, I get where you're coming from, but whenever
I get where you're coming from too. I'm telling you, it's never going to happen because there's PvE content in open world.
That's
why it will never happen.
I just think that PvE gear shouldn't do as much damage as what it does to somebody who is geared with wearing PvP in open world.
The main issue with why everybody's going around flame cascading in PvE gear and people with 100 PvP gear getting wasted by it is because the gear got outpaced. PvP gear got outpaced by the PvE gear. Yeah. That's plain and simple. It's been 2 years since we've gotten a new set of PvP gear. Meanwhile, the 2 years since then, we've been getting new sets of PvE gear, every 3 months, and now monthly we're getting updates on PvE gear. That's why. Once they go into phase 2, start working on whatever they're going to be working on, hopefully it's bringing back RPS. If it's working on RPS, then they're going to have to start looking. They're going to have to look at roll gear. Hopefully, will be the other thing that they start bringing in, and that's when we'll get a new set of PvP gear that's going to be up to par, damage wise and damage mitigating wise, along that can stand up to the PvE gear. I mean, we never really had this issue. We would have this issue for like a month or two, before, when, PvE gear would outpace the PvP gear we'd have, and then we'd get a new set of PvP gear and everything would be fine. All this talk about, disabling PvE gear in open world is nonsense, because even in PvP phase, you're in a PvE environment that you are just flagged for PvP all the time.
Still, I mean, my thing is this: developers lack of updating their game when it comes to PvP. They lack.
I think the thing to remember as well, though, is like we obviously all think about the game from an experience point of view, sort of 3 years, 4 years down the line. If you're a new player to the game and you're leveling up and you just see like someone off the opposite faction, you're gonna be like, yeah, I want to fucking smash that guy's face in. So there is still gonna be fresh people to the game that still want to have that little experience of PvP actually before they know what PvP is. So I think it would be really, really hard to be able to manage disabling a set of gear in an open world environment. But I know from like an experienced PvP side of things, like it would obviously be good for us.
No. Of course, hang on. Of course, I agree with both of you guys. But my thing is this: from what I remember, all the
wait. I'm sorry. DCUO Papa Cola, dude, you're complaining the RPS system had the game full of tanks. What are you running into now constantly in arenas or in open world, in duels? Nothing but fire tanks out there.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean,
there is, bro.
That's ridiculous. If that is your only complaint about the RPS system, wow.
Who you
It's
who
full
are you
of
talking
nothing
to?
but tanks. I'm talking to this DCUO Papa Cola guy in here. He's like complaining. He's like, "Oh, RPS system made the game nothing but tanks."
Hang on, but like, no, I get,
God.
but like, what I'm trying to say is that all the fresh players were starting PvE phase. You feel me? They all were starting PvE phase, no matter what. They can't play in the PvP phase. They changed it. Like, I don't know when, but I noticed that you don't really see new players in the PvP phase anymore. They all start in PvE. It's just what they do is they could switch to the PvP phase to level up if they want to. You get what I'm saying?
But there would be no reason to go to the PvP phase unless you're at Fight Club. You're not going to go around and randomly, you know, no one would be there. There wouldn't be people out in the open world anymore.
Exactly. It's level 30 anyways.
Ryan, you shut the fuck up.
Who? What? I'm lost.
Are you talking to?
Fucking asshat in the chat.
Who?
Oh.
Man, Patriot is angry today.
Welcome to the podcast, Balkan.
Hi, Balkan.
Hello, people.
What up, my boy Balkan? What's good? What's good, boy?
How's your week been, my friend? I see you've been uploading some Digimon stuff. How's that game?
The game is actually quite fun, interesting. I really like it, to be honest. But the people don't really like it. I see it on the views.
It's not that.
Gotta
It's not
stick
that they
with
not.
it.
Yeah, it's not that they don't like it, mate. It's just you just got to tap into another audience.
Yeah. You got to think like with all of us, we're all DC YouTubers. Everyone subscribes to us for DC. You get your hardcore people, which are going to be interested in the same thing, but you've just got to sort of stick with it, really. Like you attract a new audience, you bring other people to the game, and that's one thing that I am hoping with Black Desert is like obviously me and you, Orbit, we're going to be uploading it, but at the same time we're going to be uploading DC as well. So you never know. If people from Black Desert would subscribe to our channel, they might see some DCUO videos and think, hey, what's this? And download it. So, you could bring other people to the game. Not that we would overly play much if we'll be smashing out Black Desert, but it'd be good to get other people involved as well and bring other MMOs together.
Let me ask you guys, since you guys are here, right? How is Black Desert, like, you in Orbit, like, let me hear your thoughts exactly, like, how is it so far since you guys played the beta? What do you guys really think?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, to be fair. I did enjoy it. It was,
Mate, it's fucking incredible.
yeah, it was really good.
Sweet. I can't wait for the PS4. I can't wait for it to drop.
It's literally a PvE game until you get to level 50, and then it is a PvP game.
I'm in.
It's just what I need, mate.
Count me in.
So I am very much looking forward to the weekend when it releases.
Sunday, isn't it?
Sunday.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna lie. I need a new game.
Super, have you ever thought about switching games, playing another MMO?
I don't know. I ain't really got time for another MMO.
Have you considered replacing DCUO?
I like DCUO, man. Why would I want to replace it?
No, I like DCUO too. But
If Maps is on other MMO, he joins.
Hey, Balkan. How you doing? Nice hearing from you.
What's up,
Savage.
man? Did you hear me? I joined already.
so anyway, someone in the
How come Balkan gets to show up late and you don't give him shit, Orbit?
because
I would
he
reason.
doesn't
He doesn't pipe up for like a whole half hour or so into the show.
he doesn't
And,
ignore me when I answer in questions.
Well, yeah. How do you know he wasn't ignoring you?
Because every time I ask him a question, he answers back. Unlike you,
Bitch, take this
I can hear you
Savage.
typing away in your big old oversized keyboard there.
Your eyebrows hella low now. Super.
But yeah, anyway, we've kind of captioned the podcast episode 46. I just kind of think of it, some part of the podcast which we will cover. And you might have noticed that we've got 70% damage reduction for Handblasters there. Super Patron, I'm going to throw this on you because you actually told us about it when we started the stream. What do you think about that? 70% is a lot of damage reduction.
Well, the Handblasters isn't a melee weapon, and the 70% reduction was done to
The
their
uppercut.
melee attacks. So, as far as I'm concerned, if you have a ranged weapon and its melee attacks are doing more damage than, say, like a true melee weapon like brawling, then yeah, that weapon's broken, and you should be getting the damage reduction done to it.
Shield for life.
But then if you do that and you make all melee weapons stronger with close range than the ranged weapons, then all the close range weapons will be better at PvP because no one ranges at PvP. You'll just be lunge all day long.
Well, I mean, bottom line, I mean, they still need to go through and do the weapon pass, which is something they need to do. But the bottom line is the thing is, all right, Handblasters was the flavor of the month weapon. I mean, you guys may have still been using one-handed martial arts over there, but I mean,
Shield is OP. Shield is the flavor, my friend.
Okay, I was talking about. It's all right. If you queue into a scrimmage match right now on the U.S. side, everybody's using Handblasters and all that. As far as these guys are concerned, especially PC guys, the shield is broken right now, and you're not supposed to be using it, or else that's cheese. Never mind the fact these guys are still going in with Earth and spamming Upheaval, which cannot be interrupted or anything like that. But yeah, it's all about which weapon is the cheesiest, which power is the cheesiest. Whenever these guys are queuing up for scrims, and right now it's running with the hard light, an Earth DPS, hard light DPS, and Earth DPS, and everybody using Handblasters, at least until the damage reduction from test gets put on the live server.
You actually, well, you use the shield a lot, don't you? Super.
I love the shield.
So have you stuck with the shield?
Yeah, I stick with the shield because screw those guys. I'll agree with it. One of the combos on it right now on live does hit too hard. But as far as I'm concerned, the other damage that from the combos that it does, as far as I'm concerned, is justified because because it's a longer combo to get to that. It's a slower fucking weapon. That's what these guys don't fucking get. They're looking to shoehorn everybody into only one weapon, and of course it was the one weapon these guys on PC were using to test all this shit with. I'm sorry. As far as I'm concerned, this is just proof for me that even more proof for me. These guys weren't doing so much testing as they were practicing.
Yeah.
To figure out which was best, which was good, what's not, and everything, and then figuring out ways to try and manipulate changes so they could, have, everything the way they would like it to be. That's why we got this stupid 5-tap shit right now. These guys are complaining about a 6-tap hold combo from Shield hitting too hard. When if guess what, if the 5-tap wasn't in the damn game right now, and you got stunned. Or you got interrupted from 3 taps, likelihood of you getting a 6-tap hold off, pretty fucking far and few between of doing that. It cracks me up. One of them, popped off the other day saying that arenas isn't about getting counters at all and all that, but yeah, these guys were the same people who were the main proponents bitching and crying about screen blocking in arenas while they had their AoE block break removed from Handblasters, which is why we got 5-tap. It cracks me up. These guys are so contradictory and obvious in their selfishness and everything. And how am I being biased? Papa, type that out. Tell me how I'm being biased. Let me know. I'll get back to you. But yeah, it's just it's ridiculous. I mean, it's so transparent. What these guys are doing, that trying to manipulate things not to the exact way that they would like arenas to be. and it's if these guys are allowed to run and check on the forums and all that, the way they do shit, it's gonna really be upsetting for a lot of people, I feel.
Well, I was thinking when you were saying that about Shield, being that it should be doing extra damage because
Hey,
it's
Demeter,
a
you
longer.
shut the fuck up, please.
But like when you were saying about the Shield doing more damage because it's obviously it takes longer to go through the animation. It's a bit like Celestial in that respect, isn't it? Like Celestial does a fair bit of damage, but it takes you a fair bit longer to get to the damage like Shield does. Whereas you've got a weapon like one-handed where the decent combos are actually pretty quick. So no getting away from the fact that the Shield combo, the 6-hit one and then hold is ridiculous, and it is hitting massive at the moment. But it's always the same. It's just one power, one weapon becomes flavor of the month. Everyone spams it out. Everyone uses it. Everybody complains about it. It gets nerfed. Everyone finds the next thing to be flavor of the month, and it's just an endless cycle. And it's been the way about the game for the past year and a bit now. It's just flavor of the month cycle.
I just wish they'd never implemented power respect tokens into this game. Well, because I've been Earth for ages, and you know there's a point, you know, Earth has got a lot better, so it's like a nice. It's nice when that's happened, because Earth has been literally the shittest power for the longest time, and when it's actually good, it's like rewarding. Like actually, you know, I'm not fucking shit at PvE. It's just the fucking power. So I was just saying for Super, you know, he's been Shield. Everyone's been giving him grief for the Shield, and now it's fucking OP, and everyone's like, oh yeah, Shield's the best weapon in the world. All of a sudden.
Oh mate, I remember the
You know
days
what's
when
my
I would
opinion?
never
I've been
go
using
into
the fucking. This is the thing
Shield.
that's pissing me off right now. I've been using the Shield since we got the last lap DLC. Were any of you actually fucking playing? Any of you in the chat bitching about it right now? Were any of you actually playing when the last lap DLC dropped? I seriously doubt it, because I mean, you guys are talking, you know, and accusing me of being biased and accusing me of not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about, when I've been playing this game since the beginning. I don't know everything. I've never claimed to be the best, but I will say I do know what the fuck I'm
Never
talking about.
was. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm sorry, Balkan, what was that?
I said like no one ever was. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, did you have anything else to add?
Wow, you reminded me. You reminded me of Pokemon.
So
Why are you so angry today, man? What's going on?
Why you keep interrupting me, man?
No, I don't interrupt you. I sung. I was thinking I'm on
You
mute.
just
I'm
talk
sorry.
is when I'm in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
Let's
do not
calm
fuck
down,
with
Mr.
Super Patriot tonight, you guys in the comments, because he will call you out and
Let
trash you
me-
down. But anyway, the test server is currently down because they are making some changes to the test server, aren't they, Super Patriot? Tell me I've got that right.
Yeah, they are adding the stats matter changes.
The stats matter changes. Could you go into a little bit more detail with stats matter changes?
Did you lose the link to the forums?
You can take yourself to the front.
I can do it. Basically, what they've done is disabled the CR differential on the test server temporarily before making any stat adjustments. So basically, on
That
the test
wasn't read out
server,
at all.
no, it wasn't. Honestly, it was
You
not. and
fucking liar!
I definitely do not have the link in front of me.
You've typed that up in Word.
Huh?
You've typed that up in Word as bullet points to read out if you ever
On a
get
sticky note.
sticky note on your PC. The sticky notes.
So yeah, basically the test server's down at the moment. It should be back up, and you should notice that there's going to be a differential in there with the CR. So the differential will be disabled on there. Sorry. So there, obviously, everyone has been saying for a long time that everything is too based on your CR.
Yes.
I mean, we've all said it. Everyone said that skill points should matter more.
Yeah.
I don't think at the moment the skill points are going to be adjusted or is going to have a massive impact like everyone's asking for. But to start with, the CR differential has been disabled. So basically, MEPS has put out on the forums asking that for the testers to see how the content feels, to try it in sort of different circumstances. So to try it with like the sort of minimum CR, and then try it with the higher CR, and see if you do feel a massive difference compared to when the CR differential was there. So if
I
you
can
are on a
imagine
tester,
you would be able to feel a huge difference.
mm,
What
hope so.
annoyed me about that is if, you know, if like say you're DPSing in a raid, you've got two other people that have one, maybe two CR higher than you, and you can't get anywhere near their damage just because they've got that extra CR. You know,
Yeah.
you may be stood next to them doing the exact same rotations, but they're just hitting so much harder just through that one CR. You might
Yeah.
even have more skill points than them. That's what annoyed me. You know.
But again, it's another step in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's good news. I didn't even know that actually. So
This is good news. I thumbs up. Really, thumbs up.
You sound
Actually
buzzing
excited
about it. God, man.
No,
this is
I'm
good
actually-
news.
This is great.
This is mainly a PVE thing and everything like that. So
Yeah.
you all know it already now. CR is the big, the thing that matters the most as far as like doing damage, but also with support roles as well. Crappy Heals here, he's in the chat and making a good point. It really hurts support roles, especially if like you're a tank, where it's like you could have like all these skill points and have all the health and and dominance you need and everything in order to tank that. But if you're like 4 CR lower and all that, you're still going to do have a harder time tanking it than somebody who has 4 CR more than you, which was absolutely ridiculous to begin with. I mean, with the how do we have all these skill points for if we're not getting the benefit from them? Same thing with DPS gear as well, for DPSing. Oh boy, here we go.
What the fuck is this?
Same thing with DPSing as well.
What's this part of the raid? You seen that? Seen this guy?
What's what?
This part of the raids. What's going on here? I've never seen this before in FOS 2.
FOS 2? Well, you never beat it? You never beat it?
No,
It
there's
looks
there's like crystals at the side here. Yellow crystals at the side.
Oh, I've never seen this either.
It's been so long since I've been in here.
Wait, what the hell is that?
What is that?
Guys, that's my piss stain in the side. Please pay no mind.
I'm
Whoa,
so
but they're fighting
confused.
Jor-El here?
Yeah, this is
I don't even know what y'all looking
this is the Jor-El battle, right? They're supposed to be fighting over there, but there was some crystals over there. Some yellow. Look at this. What's this? He's just flown over here, and there's like these little crystal things here.
Yeah, I know. It's I'm watching the stream right now.
I ain't got a clue what's going on.
Whose video is this?
This is
on a-
it's just on loop, like it's just playing random DCUO videos.
It's on the test. It's on the test server.
What are you watching?
When was this uploaded?
What the?
I'm really
This
curious.
This is not where the
I'm really
Jor-El
curious
fights
about-
at.
16th of February. I don't really know.
Oh my god! What's the
this an
video
alert?
titled? Oh, it's a new alert.
Oh, you know what? This.
Oh, yeah, it's new alert.
Fucking new alert.
Oh
For
yeah, that's
fuck's
right.
sake.
It's not FOS 2. There you go, guys. Hey, just testing.
God.
and
You're a
anyway.
new mechanic, yeah?
Anyways, well, I'm glad you didn't just like take random freaking links from people and just
Yeah.
throw them up there. We were watching freaking some of your gay porn.
I didn't think of this as being the new alert. I was thinking, I completely believed that Orbit had put on a video for FOS 2, and I was thinking, what? What is this?
it's just on like at the end of a video, it's got like and next it will play in 15 seconds or whatever, and it's just playing random clips here. So this is the new alert, guys. This is on the test server, and this is the Phantom Zone from episode 22.
Yeah, I don't go on the test server and
Such content again.
spoil
I like-
content for myself.
I like the way that everyone in the chat's like,
That's why I didn't know what. That's why I didn't know what this. That's why I didn't know what this was.
like that everyone in the chat's like, the podcasters are noobs. Oh my god, you didn't know this one. I bet half of them were probably thinking exactly the same
They
thing. when we
fucking was
highlighted
the
it.
Muppets.
The only person that actually knew was Crappy Hills, and everyone else was just like waiting until they realised that we fucked up.
All I saw was fucking crystals. You know, I'm not really paying attention to what's going on. And crystals equals Fos2. If you look at the screen now, it's like, oh yeah, obviously it's not Fos2, right? This
Yeah.
is.
Wait, this
But-
one is Foss too? The fuck?
When you guys were like, "Oh my god, what's that? Huh? I've never seen that before." I thought it sounded like you guys were all talking about a fucking munitions DPS because I'm literally seeing some of these powers for the first time myself. It's not often we see a munitions DPS in action, and it just reminds me how shit it is. And yes, I'm talking to you, Dark Horus.
Hold on, are you in the Phantom Zone right now?
Actually, from all reports and all that, they've had to. I think they've had to reduce the amount of damage that
Yeah, it's looking like it's
Munitions
doing.
is doing right now.
Yeah, I didn't mean the damage and stuff. I just meant the overall feel and look of the power. But he looks like a toy soldier. Don't know if that's the look he's going for.
To be fair, in my defence, I've never seen that part of the new alert anyway. Because whenever they sort of did the broadcast, they only showed from like sort of this part onwards.
Yeah,
So-
we always saw the Phantom Zone.
Yeah. So yeah.
If you take a quick glance at that, you think Fos2, and it's as simple as that. Whatever you say in the chat. Hashtag recycle
Orbit
comments.
put some PvP vids on, a lot more entertaining.
Give me a link to a PvP video. I'll stick it on right now.
But the thing that I'm most interested about this is, all right, they're making this changes. They're making this change to PVE, removing the CR different. I mean, your CR is still going to matter as far as your progression in regards to
Of
where you're at
course.
with gear and
But how I see it-
content. Huh?
I know I was gonna say how I see it though. Like it should always be like that because at the end of the day, it's an MMO. You know what I mean? Like you grind for what you get, even if you get the best gear. It doesn't mean you'll be the best player. You know what I mean? Because even with the other player that doesn't have the up-to-date gear, can have high skill points and still do as much better than the person up-to-date gear. Does that make sense? You guys know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about here?
Yeah.
It should
See,
be like that. It should be based on what you're good at. Even if the person can't burn, he might be good at tanking. He might be good at healing or trolling. Skill points should always matter no matter what. And that's what these developers should have seen a long time ago. I get they're trying to make it easy for everybody, but come on. This is
There's a link there in the chat, Orbit.
I've clicked this one.
enough is enough, mates.
The thing that I'm most interested in with this, since now that they're coming out and they're saying that yes, your stats should matter, which means what mods you're using, your skill points, and how you're using them, should be added to your gear to improve your stats overall. Hashtag stats matter. Right? If they're doing this for PvE, then it makes me wonder: are they going to do it for PvP as well, and remove stat clamping from PvP?
Please. Oh my god, that needs to go, man. That stats clamping kills me, man. I want to hit so hard with my skill points the gear that I have. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, that stats clamping is the big issue in PvP. I promise you.
It's wishful thinking, I think, to be honest.
Happy birthday for yesterday, Mr. Show. I've seen you put it in the chat a couple of times.
It's our birthday in a couple of weeks, Super Patriot. We got the same birthday, everybody. 14th of March, if you want to send us some in-game mail. Happy birthday. Loads. I want some auras. I want some in-game
Really?
cash. Yeah, 14th of March. It's a Monday. It's a Monday, guys, so skip work that
Oh.
day. Celebration. I want...
I'm gonna invite a lot of guys over for you and Super. A lot of guys. All right, let me know.
All I want from
all of your
everybody-
guy friends, yeah?
The only thing I want out there from everybody in the community, everybody listening to the podcast, and the only thing I want for my birthday is for everybody to sign up on the forums and wish me happy birthday on the forums.
Why on the forum?
That is the worst gift
Because
ever.
if you really fucking care, you'll wish me happy birthday on the forums. And hey, by the way, since you're on the forums, why don't you tell them how you'd like things done and changed with PvP?
That sounds like Mep's birthday gift in a isn't he?
No, trust me, I'm almost positive Meps is not happy with me.
Try.
Ah, Jesus. Oh well, I'm up front. I'm just gonna I'm gonna hold my hands up and say that I am not going on the forums to wish you happy birthday, Super. So
I'm gonna say it in front of your face. Happy birthday.
A happy birthday, Super Patriot thread going. I'll do that. I'll put that in Gotham chat.
hello,
Gotham
Panic
City.
Games. Welcome to the stream. So is there any other any news, any other news that we can talk about here? Have we got a date for the episode 22?
Yeah, we don't even have a date for update 57 yet.
You know what I mean. Episode 22.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm saying we don't know when the new episode's coming out yet. That just got put on
Have
test
you
last
mentioned?
week.
Okay.
You mentioned the Batman vs Superman posters, the base items.
Yeah, we mentioned that last week. We had a little look last week at that.
Oh,
Did you get yourself any?
I'm gonna get them 100%.
They're not out yet.
When are they coming out?
I'm not telling you.
Or it's like, did you get yourself any, mate? It's like, mate, they're not even out yet. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Yeah,
Well, Mep sent me some, so fuck you.
Vulcan, they're coming out with episode 22, and I have no idea when that's coming out. Like I said, we haven't been
before
given
the movie.
We haven't
Before the movie.
yeah, more than likely it will. But you know, we don't even know when we're getting update 57 with the hard light changes. Yeah, much less episode 22. And
Can't wait for that, to be honest. Oh my god. Everybody's gonna be Lantern again. Woo! Harley and Rage, right? Rage is getting the buff too with the same update as Harley.
No, Rage and Munitions is update 58.
Oh.
When this update, the best update is gonna be in the future. 100% update 69. Wait for it, guys. Trust me.
Oh, you know what, Balcon? You think the same exact thing.
What do you think is going to be in episode 69, Balcon?
In episode 69, you can lick each other.
and new two-handed weapons coming out, yeah.
And with 200 weapons, you can skill one-handed and everything. Man. There is a new weapon. It's called the tongue or the mouth.
That will be the update when they actually bring whipping as a weapon.
Actually, the more I think about it, the more I think that whip would be a good idea to have in the game.
Boomerang will be too. Whoever mentioned this idea?
Yeah, boomerang. I can see that working too.
But can you imagine what the melee combos would be like with boomerang?
Like
you just be like hitting someone with a stick.
Like a goofball boomerang, just flinging your body around as you try to
You do some different looking martial arts move with the boomerang, maybe. I mean,
you can do like some funky shit, like on the dual wield, where they spin the dual wield and it like flicks around them and they catch it in the other time, like shit like that. Would be cool.
I mean, boomerang doesn't have to be even that good. Look at one-handed when you hold triangle. What is that for a one-handed move? So basically, it doesn't really matter.
Mate, can you not see how that ties in with one-handed? I was being sarcastic, by the way. Don't think about it too much.
Who are you talking to?
You channel your chakra,
You know, I've noticed nobody has ever mentioned this, or people has, but they forgot. Where's the whip? Whip should be introduced too.
That's what we were just talking about.
Just forgotten about the last 10 seconds of the conversation.
Oh shit! I'm delayed then.
Morphine or something.
Are you
delayed? My connection.
Oh, delusional.
Do you know one thing that they haven't spoke about in a while, though, guys? They haven't spoke about the whip in a while. And
huh?
What?
Fuck you, God. I got another weapon. Let's see. Nunchucks was already announced or already introduced. Boomerang, whip. Well, what other weapon would be cool?
He goes, I've got another weapon, boomerang, whip, they'd be cool. The two weapons we've just been talking about, and then he's like,
And then cannot think of an idea for himself. I tell you what, shadow
Absolute
power.
Yes. Yeah, shadow power. Right? I don't care what Super
Look,
Saiyan.
man,
I
he's
don't-
really on fire now, God.
power.
Turn him on.
Shadow power sounds good, man. I need that power, man. Come on, Maps. Make that work.
I actually really like Roto Blitz's style. I know it's like obviously Flash, but I actually really do like it.
it's I think it's from the latest episode. It's quite a new style.
Yeah, but it looks sweet.
Yeah, it's a good style. So it is a good looking style. I tell you what, one of the greatest styles, the most underrated style is the flat, like the tier 1 Flash one.
Yeah,
That's
It's apart
such a
from-
cool fucking style, man.
the trousers, and
Or
you
the
know
two
you know
veterans.
exactly why I'm saying this because we used to always joke about it in Full Metal Heroes. The fact that the pants, as Americans would call it,
The pants.
has got a massive camel toe right in the middle of it. If you zoom right in, if anyone's
Why
on
are you
DC
why are you zooming in on your crotch anyway?
because I thought it was a really good idea to put this on until someone said to me, "You do realise you've got a camel toe right now?" And as soon as I seen it, I was like, "Take that off."
God's Disciple used to rock around with the tier 3 controller back, so we can't take any styling advice from this guy.
Oh come on! Says the guy that hasn't washed his hat for 4 years.
I never thought you would take the serious back in the days, though, God. Never thought of that.
I was
I'm a big.
a big Fives player, mate. Back in the
You
day.
seem like the kind of guy who would just pick up flowers and just enjoy the day. And I'm like, oh, the weather's so nice. The flowers smell good.
I was just picking up gravity skulls back in the day.
Oh, give over, was you?
Yeah, I was crushing gravity skulls.
Ooh, see that? You see Orbit? You see Orbit? You see what I'm saying, man?
What a joke.
Man,
Not a
always
single,
keep it ending.
not a single
I
person.
remember the first time that Orbit uploaded me in a Fives game. Broke my heart.
When was that?
It was when I was in Team Awesome, and obviously you were a tank, so you were just staying on me the whole game. I was just thinking like, bruh, be in the field.
I miss
You
those
heard you
days.
just talking shit, mate. That's what's going on right there.
God's
So he
Disciple
was
was like, you what, mate? You're shit. So I went in there and battered him.
yeah, he's just bad. With the crystal breaks. I don't know how our tanks work, but yeah.
Right, let's start answering some of your questions in the chat. We haven't forgotten about you guys. Anybody in the chat, we welcome your questions, and us as the team, the people's team, we will get your questions answered. But we're going to do this, not all night. So fire out your questions as quick as possible. We'll try and answer them all, and do some shout-outs, finish up, wrap up into another week. Good? Sound good?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Questions, here we come. Oh, by the way, whilst you're adding on the questions, there's one thing that I wanted to say. Actually, I meant to do it a few podcasts ago as well. They are doing they've got a hashtag on Twitter. Hashtag looking for league, is that right? Looking for a league, something like that?
Yeah, I think it is. Well, I can tell you right now.
And basically, if you are looking for a league, use that hashtag, and you might be able to find somebody either recruiting or literally looking for the league like with you. You might want to team up with that person to make your own league. Maybe you are recruiting. Go onto Twitter, use hashtag looking for league or whatever it is.
Yeah, it is. It's hashtag looking for league, but basically just at DCUO, isn't it?
Yeah,
And they'll see it. But yeah, it's
they
hashtag.
normally retweet it out and stuff. They're pretty good with that. They seem to be lately. So do that anyway. Cool. Orbit, what is the best way? Well, what is the best way to get skill points? Gods.
Buy Vault tickets.
No, that's the fastest way to get marks. You need to watch the video again a little bit.
I'd say if you're looking for like the earliest way to get skill points, then you want to be getting all of your like sort of your contacts. Get those done because they're fairly easy once you get to level 30. So that's like the School of Hard Knocks ones. Get all your location ones done, get your races done, and you're flying up. After that, it's just sort of steady progression.
What I used to do is when I are in the mood. I find skill points. You've got to be like in a mood, and when you're in the mood, you can actually get quite a lot of stuff done with the skill points. When you're not in the mood, you just you'll stay on the same amount of skill points for weeks, it seems. But
And you also want to be saying to your team, like your league, you want to be like, let's get some skill points grinding going on. You want to get like a group of people who are going to sit through the episodes and just be like, right, what feats do you need, and just bounce through them all as a team.
yeah, exactly.
Knock out the easy ones, save the hard ones for later.
Yeah.
What
There you go.
I used to do and will do, like if I was to ever go back and do some grinding and for feats and stuff, is I try and do a grinding one alongside one that you're gonna have to repeat over and over. For example, I would work towards my 500 challenges, so I'd go and do my challenges to get them up, because you can't do them all in one day. So I'd work a little bit towards that, maybe do about 10 challenges. That would take, I don't know, half an hour, depending on how quick you are. Probably, maybe a bit longer. And then I'd do a feat like, a speed feat, something like that for the day.
Yeah.
Then, once you've done that, and you'd be surprised if you're doing that every time you log on, your skill points soon start adding up. And when you're going for one feat, often like when we're in a group gods, we'll do one feat and it's like, what feats, this boss and stuff.
Yeah.
You do need a kind of like a good league really to plow through them.
And I'd say as well, save the skill points or the feats that you can do on your own for those times of when everyone's just stood around doing nothing in the Watchtower or in the Hall of Doom. That's probably one of the worst things, like experienced people. That's the worst habit that people pick up, is just talking to each other in league chat and just being stood still. Use that time to like be farming your exhibits. Use that time to be doing your solo instances where you can get those feats. You just got to be productive with the time. There's never, whenever people say there's nothing to do on the game, there's always something to do. It's just if you've got the effort to do it. So I would always save like my farming, if I was ever going to do it, for those times.
Can I just say before we move on, like, if you're watching this video, I don't know who this is, Eddie. Don't upload a video speeding through this shit like this. No one wants to watch this.
Just cut it out.
Yeah, just cut it out, and I just keep clicking on the same guy, and they're all right. Here's some. Oh, that's a drawing of by Soul actually. Look. Yeah, right. Next question. Gods, pick us a new question to sort out.
Okay, right, I'll look through. Orbit, can you take off your shirt and show me your astral alloy chest? That's the first question I saw.
Asteroid alloy
It
chest.
makes me think about somebody else when they comment about kids.
Ah, man, some of these questions.
All I can see is troll questions so far. Just people trolling us.
Did the
I know.
merge work? EU server better now? Yes, they have merged. They've merged PC with PS, so there's only two servers now. You've just got a Europe server and a US server now.
Oh, I see a question.
Orbit, do you know what coming? Oh, do you basically saying? Do you know when the PvP update is coming?
What
Nope.
PvP update?
There is no PvP update at the moment. They are continuously working throughout the year on updating PvP as they go along, but there is no official new season of PvP at the moment.
There you go. Question from Rotoblitz. Orbit, Balkan, God's Disciple, when are we playing together, DCUO? Balkan, why don't you answer this one? We haven't heard from much from you.
We can do it this weekend on Saturday.
I'm busy Saturday, so you might need to do that yourself with Gods.
Nah. We need to do it all together, all four.
I'm busy with. I'm doing what you're doing, Orbit.
What?
Ah, wait, I'm busy too. Shit.
On Saturday.
On Saturday. No, I legit am busy Saturday. I can't do
You're
it
fucking
Saturday. Mate, I actually am busy Saturday.
So I think Rotoblitz, I think Balkan can bang out a few all the duos with you. Maybe Saturday. I think that would be a good one. Or but can the whole podcast say B-Stayed? I'm gonna say B-Stayed. I don't know about everyone else. Anyone else?
B state.
There you go. And Super Patriots dropped off this face of the earth, it seems.
Beast-Aid. I'll say it. Beast-Aid! Aid is OP. Aid has the OP style of the chicken. There you go. That'll make him happy.
Do you like Dungoof? What's Dungoof?
The fuck is that?
No idea what Dungoof
Fuck
is.
The fuck is a dungoof? I've heard of that shit.
Do you
Maybe this is the brother of Goofy.
do you think that Super Patriot looks like the hikers from Pokemon? Who are the
Seekers?
Who are the
Who's
hikers from
Seekers?
Hikers.
Who are the hikers from
Who's
Pokemon?
I know who he means. It's like, can you remember like playing Pokemon and the guys that the guys that you'd experience in the like the tunnels, and they would always have the rock Pokemon. They'd always have like the like the hats.
Yeah,
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 like-
yeah,
yeah,
the
I
fat
think I
ones,
do.
the fat ones. I mean the fat trainers, yeah?
Look on the stream, gods.
What?
Look on the stream. I've got it up. The the
Have you got it up? Well, I can't. There's obviously a delay. Did you Google it?
yeah, you
are
just
googling
fucking
it.
googled hikers.
Pokemon.
I say no. He
Okay.
doesn't. He doesn't. Not quite.
Yeah, that's the one.
That is the one though. Yeah. That's hilarious.
I just want to let everybody know I'm gonna take over Metropolis. That's all I gotta say.
But what style of karate do you do?
Shitoryu.
Sorry, what?
Shitoryu. I'll
Did
write
you call
it.
me?
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Did you say shitorial?
Shitoryu. Will you?
You just saying shit.
That's the style of it. Will you ever do another Elder Scrolls Online video? Jaden, I'm not too sure. Probably not. If I'm honest with you.
I will.
I did like.
for
I
your
did actually
honesty.
like Elder Scrolls. Believe it or not, I did like it.
Jaden, you can pretty much take that answer as a no.
I didn't like about
You know right now.
Elder Scrolls that we all split up at the end.
Yeah.
Were you upset when you
I'm hearing
realised
good
God's
things about
disciple
that too.
doesn't have a halo above his head in real life? I always knew that God's never had a halo above his head in real life. To be honest.
He's the devil. He's
Yeah,
the
God's
devil.
innocent. You guys think he's innocent, but he's really not.
But you know what? Even the devil was an angel once.
What was better, PvE when we had to have 2 to 3 trolls in a raid, or PvE now? I was actually speaking to someone about this the other day, like with the trolling side of things. Like I can remember having 2 trolls in there before anyone knew that the power over time overrode each other, and it always used to be like a power out battle between 2 trolls, and it was mad how it suddenly became that you can just solo troll shit, and then it became that you can solo heal shit. I mean, to start with as well, it was always like sort of 2 tanks as well. So it's like, it's mad how it's gone to like splitting down the roles to nothing. And then in certain parts now, I mean, in the, what was the last raid that's out at the moment? Prison Break. Like some people are doing the last boss without a tank. It's like we're slowly losing the support roles in some parts of raids and PvE.
Yeah, I find it just, the raids are just all about the DPSs now, it seems.
Yeah.
DPS's replays, man. I want the challenge, man. I miss all that good stuff.
But no, in answer to the question, I preferred the old school PvE to where it is at the moment. I liked
Yeah, so
having
do I.
I liked having 2
Hell
trolls,
yeah.
2 heals,
Hell yeah.
3 DPS, and a tank.
Sometimes when you're completing feats, it's easier, to, like, I said, twice in a row now, just getting taken after soups,
You know.
You know?
sometimes, like what's that feat at the end of the Paradox, not the Paradox Wave, the other one.
Epic Odyssey.
No, not the
Oh.
Paradox Wave.
Oh.
Nexus.
No, it's Paradox something. You know the one I'm on about.
No.
So it's got, yes, you do.
Which
There is
what?
just one paradox.
Raid. It's not in Paradox, no, but it's called Paradox something.
No.
No,
Bombshell
I'm talking
Paradox
to a
now,
bunch of
or something.
crackheads.
Bombshell Paradox.
Yeah, Bombshell Paradox. Bloody hell, Jesus.
Oh, do you mean the
That's what I said.
The one where you need to go through 11, is it 11 waves of...
Oh, yeah.
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
Having a bunch of DPSs, isn't the best way to go on that. It's good to have 2 tanks and 2 trolls and more support roles in that particular scenario. So if one goes down, you're not, in the shit.
Yeah, you have to basically treat that as 2 alert groups, don't you, in that feat?
Can you make the most badass character in DCUO? I already did Jaden Smith, made him 5 years ago. His name's Orbit.
Banter.
Jokes.
Banter.
We got fucking 60 people in the chat and all these fucking shit questions are coming out, mate.
Do you think we should be able to use supply drops? I'm guessing that means in PvP.
No.
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 Yes.
No.
Yes.
Oh, now super talks. Mm-hmm.
There's a part of me sometimes when I miss consumables in PvP.
Oh
Sometimes
yeah, I love
Miss
consumables,
the clipping with consumables.
I
but
miss the dampening field.
Do you know what I like? I like the static grenades as being a healer and throwing a static grenade just
Oh,
for
the
like
quantum, the quantum grenade. How is that one called? The chronomono shit there.
Chronomono. Is it like
I don't know what.
chronometric? Yeah.
emitters? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I used to like the static grenades. You just used to get like OP scoreboard damage. They'd hit for like 2k. It's just pointless damage. But yeah, I used to like them.
Right, let's answer one more question and then famously wrap this up.
Why Gum is so OP? I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
I guess
Nobody.
Never
put
heard
that
of
in
that.
the chat.
Nice.
There was
Yeah,
not one
disagree. I
person that
disagree.
said that in the chat.
Actually, I know
I can
who
understand if
Godman
someone will
is.
say Orbit, Gods, or Balkan, even Patriot, but Godman? Seriously? Seriously?
Aren't you the guy that got wrecked on Lord God Melevant's channel? Godman.
Is it? Really?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
him. That's the one, yeah. That's him.
You know what? Tom, I don't know what I was doing that day. I was probably drunk, but it happens.
Yeah, always the excuses.
Right, we'll do one last question. and-
Do Kuroki's. That looks like a good question for Patriot there.
Cool. Super Patriot, you listen? Question for you, buddy. Would you rather have 35% one-shots like now and be vulnerable to interrupt, or have it take 2 35%ers to kill someone from the same health, but have it not be vulnerable like before?
Right, well, 35. First of all, 35%ers are not. I mean, they're hitting hard. Yeah, I'll agree, but they're not one-shotting you. Right? No 35% finisher is one-shotting you from full health. Right? You've already lost a majority of your health, and that's what is killing, and that is what's causing the 35% finisher to do more damage. Those things don't do more damage unless you're under 35% health. I mean, if you ever get hit by somebody, if you've ever been full health and you got hit by a 35% finisher, you'll see the damage does not do that much. So, the question was,
Would you rather
have 35% finishers one shot like now, which that's not what they're doing, and be vulnerable interrupt, which they are, or have it take 35% finishers to kill someone from the same health, but have it not be vulnerable?
I think what he's basically saying is
they need to be vulnerable. They're not one shotting you now. And
I think he means if you do a 35%, if you do the finisher under 35%, do you think that should be an instant kill?
That's
with the
freaking
finisher?
Lily. It should.
Or
That's the
should
whole
it
point of the
take
finishers.
sort of 2 of them?
No, I mean it should only take one.
Yeah,
Should
there
only-
you go. Yeah,
it
you just
should
said.
really only take one. And the only reason why they were uninterruptible before was because of the empowered channeling.
Empowered channeling. Photon blast.
Isn't it described though the under the actual power that it does increase damage? It's not. Obviously we all call it a finisher, but it is just increased damage at the end of the day, isn't it? So it's not technically a finisher, but it's treated in the way as to be a finisher.
Right.
Finish him.
It's kind of 2 hits anyway, because the first hit won't kill them. It's the second hit which does the majority of the damage, and you've got that time to interrupt. So if you can interrupt them, you're safe. If you can't, you're fucked.
Yeah. If you've basically just got giving away a blue.
Counter your enemy, and when he's on the floor, spam your photon. Advised by Vulcan.
That's what I tend to do with mental anyway, is like save a little bit of power for the finisher, and then wait for getting a blue off them. And then you're basically laughing.
Getting a blow off them?
Blue. If they want to give me that at the same time, I'm not gonna. I'll get the 200 marks and the blow at the same time. That's absolutely fine by me.
Get Roto Blitz on the end of that.
I'm gonna be screwing with girls all the time if that's what you get. You get. Hey.
Hey. Right, what's this? Patriot, the fact your health is that low means that you'd want to
Dude, you know what? Seriously, people, if you don't like my fucking opinions, then don't fucking ask me questions. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, you can speak like this on the Sourcecast. Hey, man.
Let's get some shoutouts going a little bit.
Yeah, let's get some shoutouts, guys. You know the deal. If you're here every Thursday, then start writing your name now. What? Gods, why don't you start throwing out some shoutouts today?
No, mate. It's people buzz off you doing it. You can do it.
Shout out to Rota Blitz.
People buzz off
DCUO.
anybody fucking doing it. Right, shout out to Tahir the Great. Shout out to Dark Horse Gaming. Shout out to I'm Demonte. Shout out to Edwards Morris, new person there. Shout out to Roblitz. Shout out to Mr. Show. Shout out to Con. Shout out to Aid. Shout out to J Rayton. Shout out to Whiptastic. Irisco Gaming. It's Killer. Ex God Vicey.
God of Ice. He's new.
God of Ice. Shout out to Aaron White. Shout out to Saint Phoenix. Shout out to KYK guys.
Fantastic.
Kiki guys.
Kai guys.
Yeah, I need Kai guys from last week. Yeah, he's back with some more. Shout out to Aldo Sanchez, Legacy Gaming. Eclipse.
Shout out to Tahir the Great for not being able to take any of his own fucking medicine.
I already gave him a shout out. Look what's fucking come up on this stream. What's this?
What
the fuck is this?
Man? What the fuck are you watching, man?
What? On this one?
I better switch that off just in case that is.
Yeah, I would very quickly switch that off.
That is a DCUO video from Interact, though.
Oh my god.
Please
What the fuck is this?
switch that off, mate.
That is
Oh my god, mate.
it's off now. Jesus Christ! Right, we are gonna sign out on that note.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna watch that video now. It's a video on.
That's weird, man.
Some people do some fucking weird videos, man. Anyway, shout out to Hayes, and I'll catch you guys. Thank you for watching the stream, and let's get out of there quick.
Yeah, quickly.
Before people's mums starts calling me.
Lawsuit
This
coming
is
away
this
to
is
the
this is Roto Blitz's mum here. What are you showing my children? Right, let's get the